Elemental forces shape a world teetering on collapse. Elementallis follows a guilt-driven adventurer through ancient temples and varied landscapes in search of restoration. Combat rewards creative combinations and precise timing, with each new element unlocking fresh tactical options against tougher foes. Distinct biomes hide secrets, upgrades, and useful detours that make exploration consistently rewarding. Temple design balances puzzle solving with combat pressure, while steady progression keeps curiosity alive. Crisp pixel art and an evocative score sustain a classic mood with gentle charm. Quiet determination guides a young artist through a fractured inner world shaped by memory and unease. Constance follows a resolute protagonist as she moves across surreal spaces with agility, caution, and growing confidence. Combat and traversal share a measured rhythm, rewarding patience, precision, and close attention to enemy behavior. Hidden routes, collectible upgrades, and optional trials deepen the sense of discovery. The hand-painted visuals and subtle music score give each area emotional texture. A thoughtful action platformer marked by restraint, clarity, and poise. Dread seeps through every shadow in this unsettling puzzle platformer. Little Nightmares Complete Edition follows Six, a small child navigating a grotesque vessel filled with towering hostile figures. Stealth and environmental problem-solving demand patience over confrontation. Boss encounters arrive with genuine menace, requiring creative thinking under pressure. Included, DLC expands the lore with fresh perspectives. Painterly visuals and a sparse oppressive score make every corridor feel authentically threatening. A masterfully constructed horror fable.
We gotta hurry and bring Dad back.
Trails in the Sky First Chapter is a heartfelt JRPG built on rich writing and lovable characters. The slow burn story rewards patience with strong world building, memorable dialogue, and emotional payoffs that linger. Combat grows deeper over time, mixing tactics with steady progression. Towns come alive, side quests add meaning, and the soundtrack lifts every key moment. This adventure leaves a lasting smile and a strong desire to continue the journey, with bonds and themes that stay memorable long after the final chapter ends. Pure joy throughout.
Ready, and...
Monster Sanctuary is a hidden gem that blends the thrill of monster collecting with the strategy of turn-based combat and Metroidvania exploration. The pixel art is charming, and the soundtrack sets a perfect mood for adventure. Each monster brings unique skills, making party customization surprisingly deep. Battles require smart planning, not just brute force, adding a satisfying layer of challenge. Exploration feels rewarding, with secrets tucked into every corner. It's a compelling mix of nostalgia and innovation, offering hours of engaging, creature-filled fun. Worms W.M.D. is an exciting game that has gorgeous 2D visuals, cars, structures, crafting, and traditional Worms physics. Players may enjoy campaign tasks, a variety of levels, and significant personalization options. Buildings offer tactical protection to Worms, while crafting crates let players to construct enhanced equipment such as the electric sheep, bazooka pie, and holy mine grenade. The game also includes over 80 weapons and tools. Players can also find other gun kinds to deal more damage.
Embark on a new kind of adventure.
Yoku's Island Express is a vibrant, breezy adventure that turns classic pinball mechanics into something refreshingly fun. The world feels alive with lush environments, clever puzzles, and a joyful sense of movement. The mix of platforming and pinball is handled with care, making exploration light and satisfying. Characters are expressive, and the hand-painted art makes each area worth lingering in. Music adds a warm tone that complements the game's easygoing pace. It's hard not to smile while rolling through this tropical journey. Lead your army of daughters into combat, creating their powers and personalities. make difficult decisions, and sacrifice one to heal another as survivors gain strength. Combat is a complex ballad of spectacular acts and reactions, culminating in dramatic boss bouts against the causes of sorrow. In a magnificent tactical RPG, you will lead, grow, and sacrifice your army while outwitting terrifying enemies using the dynamic timeline system. The game has a rich and intricate plot, and failure is not the end. Return with your lost powers and confront a new horror. The Night Witch surrounds its bullet hell chaos with a strong sense of purpose and world building. Every spell cast and enemy dodged feels meaningful inside its lush, hand-drawn environments. Combat rewards smart movement and timing, while the deck-building spell system adds just the right layer of strategy. Dialogues are sharp, and the emotional weight behind the story carries through with sincerity. There's care in each design choice, making every moment feel connected and worthwhile in this magical, war-torn world. Narita Boy glows with retro-futuristic style, soaked in neon pixels and synth-heavy nostalgia. The 80-second-inspired aesthetic is more than skin-deep, supported by satisfying swordplay and a synthwave soundtrack that pulses with mood. Every area feels handcrafted, soaked in digital mysticism and strange techno lore. The narrative feels mythical yet personal, paired with atmospheric design that keeps curiosity high. Combat remains engaging, while the world's visual identity and soundtrack make the journey feel like a digital dreamscape. Going Under turns the world of unpaid internships into a chaotic, satirical dungeon crawler with sharp humor and eye-catching visuals. Combat feels scrappy in a good way. Using office junk as improvised weapons keeps things fresh. The writing hits hard with clever jabs at startup culture, making each run more than just button mashing. It's stylish, smart, and not afraid to be weird. The art pops with color, and the soundtrack keeps energy high while smashing through failed tech dreams. Definitely worth exploring. Rogue Heroes Ruins of Tasos is a fun and satisfying mix of Zelda-style dungeons and light RPG progression. The combat feels smooth, and exploring the overworld with friends is where the game really shines. Upgrading your village and unlocking new tools gives a great sense of progress. It's not too difficult, but it keeps you engaged with clever puzzles and plenty of secrets to uncover. Whether solo or in co-op, it's a charming adventure that feels rewarding without being stressful. A solid pick for anyone who loves classic top-down action. Greek Memories of Azur is a beautiful hand-drawn adventure that feels both heartfelt and challenging. You control 3 siblings, each with unique abilities, and switching between them keeps the gameplay fresh and rewarding. The platforming feels smooth, and the puzzle design makes great use of teamwork. The art and music are stunning, creating a warm, melancholic atmosphere that pulls you in. It's not a long game, but every moment feels carefully crafted. It's a relaxing yet rewarding experience that stays enjoyable from beginning to end. Children of Zodiarcs is a novel deck and dice-based battle system in which players take control of Nami and her fellow misfits in order to defeat the corrupt lords and ladies of Aris. The game includes battle cards that change as the game progresses, as well as physics-based dice that allow players to roll for benefits. Players can customize their dice and re-roll up to 2 dice each time they toss. The game also adds wicked characters such as Nami, Bryce, and Zerchoff. Each character has a changeable deck that allows users to modify their battle skills. Batora Lost Haven is a choice-driven RPG experience with a distinct duality system that influences battle, plot, conversation, puzzles, and endings. Players must travel diverse alien planets and uncover a cosmos with hazy morality and thin distinctions between right and bad. After losing her family, Avril must travel across the globe to learn ancient truths and make life-changing decisions. The game has a multi-layered battle system that requires players to use the twin powers of the sun and moon, and select their route with several endings. Souldiers is an exciting adventure set in the mythical Terra Gaia world, where brave warriors must discover the Guardian in order to go to the next level. The game immerses you in a 16-bit world full of exquisite intricacies and bright graphic visuals. Players may select a class and unleash their entire potential in melee battle, defeating various adversaries and improving their powers and equipment. They discover a massive linked universe full of hidden treasures, dangerous bosses, and secret passageways as they proceed. Planet Alpha pulls players into a surreal sci-fi world filled with bold colors, strange wildlife, and awe-inspiring landscapes. Platforming and puzzle-solving feel engaging, with each area pushing curiosity forward through inventive set pieces and smart environmental interactions. The dynamic day and night cycle adds tension and spectacle, turning simple paths into dramatic encounters. Planet Alpha rewards exploration, inspires wonder, and leaves a lasting sense of cosmic adventure long after the journey concludes. The realm of Valthiria has been threatened by an old dragon for more than 10 years. The hero school is about to be revived, and kingdoms must band together to confront this malicious power. The school's management is critical, and the curriculum is intended to prepare kids for combat. The school's leadership has a direct influence on pupils' achievement in quests. Students participate in strategic turn-based battle, planning, predicting, and carrying out their actions. They also take part in leisure activities such as swimming, fishing, eating, and snowman building contests. Raging Justice is an exhilarating beat-em-up experience that keeps players hooked from start to finish. Its fast-paced combat feels satisfying, with each combo and attack landing with impact. The visuals are crisp and colorful, perfectly complementing the chaotic, over-the-top action. Levels are varied and filled with clever enemy designs that challenge reflexes without feeling unfair. Sound design and music enhance the intensity, making every fight feel dynamic. Overall, it's a thrilling, well-crafted game that provides hours of fun and replayability. The recreation of the original Ufouria game provides an immersive journey through a fanciful universe created with love. The game has exquisite handcrafted felt work, a retro pixelated aesthetic, and iron bead artwork. Players can discover the parallels and differences between the two versions. The game features many courses, with stages changing randomly upon entering, creating a new challenge. New characters join the crew, providing access to previously unknown places. The Bumyon, an unpleasant creature, is introduced, but Hebe and his crew can defeat it with their papoons, which have transformed into a potent cleaning agent. Fairy Tale Dungeons turns dungeon crawling into pure fan joy, packed with colorful magic, familiar faces, and non-stop action. Every run rewards curiosity, with satisfying combat loops, flashy spells, and steady progression that keeps motivation high. The anime spirit is alive through lively visuals, energetic music, and constant character banter. It's easy to jump in, hard to put down, and rewarding for fairy tale fans and roguelike lovers seeking replayable fun. Boss encounters test teamwork and timing, while upgrades keep each descent fresh and exciting. Jet Lancer is a thrilling aerial combat game with crisp pixel art and an energetic synth soundtrack that pumps through each dogfight. The controls feel sharp and responsive, letting each maneuver snap into place with satisfying precision. Enemy patterns escalate in just the right way, demanding quick reflexes and smart movement. Between hectic missions, clever dialogue adds personality without slowing things down. a strong pick for anyone craving arcade-style action and sleek jet duels with just the right edge of challenge. Spiritfall bursts with kinetic energy and fluid combat, wrapping every encounter in satisfying motion and weight. The art style stuns with bold lines and vibrant animations, giving each realm its own identity. Dialogue and lore are simple yet effective, fueling progression without dragging it down. Combat rewards mastery, with responsive controls and impactful attacks that keep the action flowing. For fans of roguelites with a punchy edge, this is a striking and addictive game worth diving into again and again. Ageless paints a thoughtful picture with its pixel art style and puzzle platforming rooted in time manipulation. The core mechanic, aging flora and fauna to solve puzzles, feels fresh and encourages creative thinking. Its quiet atmosphere and soft music build a meditative tone, while the narrative gently explores themes of self-worth and healing. Pacing is steady, with challenges that grow more rewarding as new layers unfold. It's a gentle reminder that growth, much like gameplay here, comes through patience and perspective.
By the storms, the evil, and more.
The Serpent Rogue is surprisingly deep and engaging. You take on the role of an alchemist exploring a dark, evolving world, crafting potions, and experimenting with herbs. The gameplay balances strategy and discovery, keeping you invested without feeling overwhelming. The hand-drawn art style is charming and adds a lot of personality, while the soundtrack perfectly sets the mood. Controls are smooth, and the progression feels satisfying. It's a game that rewards curiosity and careful planning, making each session feel meaningful.
Or the balance. Don't let evil grow.
Swords and Bones 2 is a continuation of the action-adventure RPG series, featuring 50 levels filled with peril and treasure. Players engage in combat by parrying enemies, unleashing magical assaults, or vanquishing foes with their blade. Gold accumulates can be used to acquire new gear and abilities. Players can prepare for battle by tailoring their arsenal before each level. Key features include a 16-bit visual style, innovative parry mechanics, 4 new spells to master, classic platforming gameplay, a straightforward narrative, and 2 endings to uncover. Scarlet Tower is an addictive roguelite that will keep you coming back for more. Its gothic look and furious opponent swarms provide the thrilling power-scaling gameplay that aficionados of the genre want. Character development is rewarding, with plenty of skills and weapons to try out. The night and day cycle offers a distinct element that influences opponent behavior and tactics. The performance is fluid, and the pixel imagery exudes an unsettling appeal. If you prefer action-packed survival games with a wide range of builds, this one is well worth your time. Spy Chameleon is a clever stealth puzzle game packed with color-based mechanics and light-hearted espionage. Each level introduces new challenges that require smart thinking and quick reactions. The changing camouflage system keeps gameplay fresh, encouraging strategic movement and experimentation. Its upbeat soundtrack and smooth animations enhance the fast-paced feel, while the level design strikes a fine balance between fun and difficulty. For those who enjoy sneaking past enemies and solving puzzles with style, Super One More Jump captures the quiet thrill of precision platforming with a modern arcade spirit. Set in clean, abstract stages, the nimble hero advances through compact challenges that reward timing, patience, and rhythm. Each run feels brisk yet thoughtful, with failure encouraging sharper focus instead of frustration. Subtle progression layers unlock new approaches, secret routes, and reasons to refine technique. Crisp visuals and a focused soundtrack support the steady flow. It stands as a complete, rewarding journey built for skill growth. Over the Top Tower Defense is a tower defense game where players take control of Hero Corp, the galaxy's fourth biggest private military organization. The game has immersive RPG systems, over 30 active powers, 40 passive talents, and a variety of armor choices. Players may select from 7 distinct hero classes and earn experience points via customizable skill trees. HeroCorp provides a diverse armory of 30-plus weapons, 12 tower kinds, and 6 damage types to allow players to unleash devastation in their preferred way. Heavenly Bodies is a unique experience on the Switch that feels surprisingly grounded for a space-themed game. You control an astronaut in zero gravity, and the movement feels weighty but precise, making even simple tasks feel rewarding. The physics are playful and sometimes hilarious, but they never break immersion. Puzzles and tasks are well designed, keeping you engaged without feeling frustrating. The visuals are clean and the soundtrack fits perfectly. Overall, it's challenging, clever, and genuinely fun to explore. Enter Magnolia bloom in the mist impresses with its atmospheric world, fluid combat, and emotionally rich storytelling. The hand-drawn art style pairs perfectly with the melancholic soundtrack, creating a sense of wonder and melancholy throughout the journey. Every encounter feels meaningful, and the progression system rewards exploration without feeling overwhelming. This is a soulful action RPG that stays with the player long after the final boss is defeated, making it a standout in the genre for its heart and depth.
Major platforms.
Loud and clear.
Fiery determination fuels every explosive moment in Divine Dynamo Flamefrit. A spirited hero wields elemental flame against relentless supernatural forces threatening the world. Combat rewards aggressive play tempered by sharp positional awareness and precise timing. Boss confrontations demand pattern recognition and adaptive strategy under sustained pressure. Hidden routes and collectible upgrades reward revisiting earlier stages. Bold anime-inspired visuals and a driving electronic score amplify the energy consistently. A vibrant action title built around momentum and mastery.